Hello and welcome to another update video about Tezos. Tezos people got frustrated with because I think Tezos started to, not really perform as some other cryptos, but maybe the time is coming now. I wanted to make you aware of it. I think we're here at a breakout point quite early in the uptrend, potentially. And if you want to make a decision to trade, that might be the time now. I'm not giving you any financial advice, and it's I'm not telling you to buy or anything, but I give you some information that might be interesting for you, and then you can take your own decision. Now, what we can see, we have a red trend line here. In the last video, I had another trend line, which was a bit steeper, but we broke below that, so it sort of invalidated that. Now we've got a new trend line here, 1, 2, 3 touch points. By the way, these are only the, this adheres to the bodies on the daily. This is a 4-hour chart, so you can see actually it going through that trend line, but on the daily, it adheres to the bodies of these 3 candles on these days. So it's a valid trend line. We're now consolidating above that trend line. Actually have moved away from that trend line already. It's a good sign. Had a pullback to a trend line. We've actually lost around 40% since the beginning of October. Bitcoin, for example, lost only 13 to 15%. So there is a lot of potential that if Bitcoin moves up, that Tezos will follow even faster and could outperform Bitcoin. Yeah, it's looking particularly interesting at the moment. Also, what we have moved above the 20-day moving average, which is that blue-green line here, and we've moved above the 50-day moving average. Now, I think we're currently on the 1-hour chart retesting the 50-day moving average. You can see that here we're coming down to the 50. If we do that successfully, I think we could really go up from here, and then we have to get above 685. I think 685 would be an interesting breakout point, would be above that high, would be above that high, and the next target then would be 718. Yeah, somewhere between 715, 718. But I think this uptrend then could take us to much higher levels. Yeah, and here you've got, $740, $8, somewhere in that range here, and $850. And yeah, I mean, the all-time high was 914. That was what we made here in October. Yeah, 914, 915. And I think we can get back to that anyway. And now is potentially the time to get into Tezos if we have a confirmed breakout here. It's not confirmed yet. I want to see a successful retest of the 50-day moving average, and all it would then be is potentially a pullback to a trend line, and also a breakout above the 50-day moving average, which is a good sign. Last time we found support here and here at the 50-day moving average. The last time we broke below the 50-day moving average, which we did here as well. Last time we did that here, it was only very briefly, and we then shot up after that, and since then we've actually not dropped below the 50 just this time. So however, if we manage to break above it and then continue our way to 685 and break above that, I think that could be a really interesting setup. Where we then really, I think, could skyrocket is if we break above these highs here at 715. You can see there was a high here, and a high here. So that's another level to watch. Potentially get into here at 685, 686. If we manage to break that, get high, get up to 715. Watch it. If we can't get through, take profits. But this is up to you. But it's looking good. For me, also a longer term thing, because I think obviously buying up here is tricky, extended that far away from a trend line. But if you do it down here at these pullbacks, and we've seen that numerous times, also with Avalanche most recently, then this is very, very interesting. Again, also here, let's take a look at the daily. On the daily, we have a buy signal as well on the MACD. You can see that here, where we are getting a green histogram bar, and also have a bullish cross on the MACD. We get into the bullish range on the RSI, another buy signal. So it's all looking quite good actually at the moment. Yeah, just want to make you aware of it before too much happens. And for me, this has not gone parabolic yet, and in the next parabolic move, we could get to much higher levels. Alright, so hopefully you liked the video. If you did, please smash the like button and subscribe. Thank you. Bye.